All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is 5:27. I'm actually running behind about 20 minutes. I should have left about 20 minutes ago, so we're gonna hit the road. We gotta stop and get gas, grab a couple snacks, and head to our ramp. We're fishing the NETKA Norris tournament today. I think it's their second event for the 2024 season, so we're gonna head up here to Norris. We got about a 55-minute drive to our ramp, so almost an hour. So I was going to put us there right around 6:30. It's lines in at 7. I just wanted to get there just a little bit early to get all my gear on the kayak, put my motor on it before any like boats and stuff like that show up. But no big deal. We'll still be there at a decent time, still be there early. We can get all of our stuff geared up, get in the water, and hopefully start fishing. And, you know, I guess that's better. We ain't got to sit around and wait. There's about 11 or 12 of us in this tournament, so it's going to be a fun day. And we haven't got anything figured out. We haven't been up here one time since last year, or maybe January or something of this year. So it's been quite a while since we've been up here, so we don't have no game plan. We're just going fishing today, guys. So let's get up here, let's get after it, see if we can catch 5 good fish and fill up a limit, guys. Let's go. All right, well, we are here, we are launched, and it is daylight, so that's a good thing. It ain't dark. The only thing it does suck is I busted my drive on the river the other day. Me and Rudd went over there and did some fishing and busted up my drive. It still works, but barely. Good thing we got a motor. All right, we've got a couple minutes till line's in. I'm gonna start out on this little point right here. I'm kind of right over the top of it, but the wind is blowing, so I'm gonna drift off. But I'm not really seeing much action, but then again, the sun hasn't really fully come over the hill. And it's daylight, it's just not, the sun ain't beaming. Those fish may get active, bait fish. I did see a lot of bait fish at the ramp though, so that's a good thing. I think I'm gonna start out with the A-rig, just this little 3-wire. It's got a few blades on it, keep it simple. So we can get bit on that. 2 or 3 more minutes and it's lines in. I think I'm gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna start out with this A-rig. Then I may start cranking. And then I may throw a topwater, choppo, or buzz bait. And if everything else fails today, we're gonna drag around a Ned rig. That's it. We're catching some fish. So if we gotta throw around a Ned, that's what we're gonna do. Right where I just seen that bait getting blown up on something, smash something. We can throw the crank around, see what happens with it. The old fritz side. Fish on. Fish on. There's one cranking. Small jaw. All right. Number 1. Should be a keeper. Looks like a keeper. It's pretty quick. 7:14, 15 minutes in. We've already got one on the fritz side. There we go. Number 1, fritz side. $13.25. Little buddy behaved well too. $13.25, number 1. Thank you, buddy. It's been a while since I've had a good crank bite. It'd be nice to get on a little something like that today. All right, that first fish come off of wood. Literally a log laying in the water. Get another one. I kind of floated up on that too close, but there was bait there too. That fish was coming up, trying to throw these hooks, and there was bait flickering all over the place. So I'm gonna head out a few points. Work my way out and up. I've got one. 19.5. No, I'm kidding. I do got a 13 and whatever it was. I got a 13 and something. Crankbait. Another one on a crankbait, largemouth, little short, fat one. The boys in that boat ran right around the corner right there. I just want to work my way up that, but I guess that's what we're going to have to deal with is boats today, especially when there's a boat tournament right down the river there. We need fish. This is good. We're getting bit, but we need those 17s today. And, you know, kicker or two, 18 or 19, I think, to get the win. Place might be fishing pretty decent. 14.5. 14.5. Number 2. Thank you, buddy. Let's get us another one. There we go. Fish on, baby. Fish on. Damn, another smalley. I think that's a keeper, huh? I think he's gonna keep. And we went through my net. Smalley. Yeah, I think he's gonna keep about 13 or so, looks like. Three on the Fritz side. That's gonna be the deal, it looks like. Cranking, baby. Yeah, I think it's a keeper. It's gonna be close. You might go 12. But we're slowly filling that limit, and then we can go head hunting. 13 and a quarter. He's touching 13, but whether he shows up as 13 or not, it's gonna be close. He's right on the line. So 13 and a quarter. Not a bad fish. Definitely need to upgrade that by the end of the day though. Number 3. Had a feeling crankbait would be the deal. And she's starting to prove to us that she is. Right where that crane was at too, which is crazy. I think I got a fish. I do. Yeah. A little bit. Come on. It wasn't even a keeper, but that's right where that crane was at, which is wild. Little smallmouth. I think he's a keeper. Little funky looking little dude. He's not, he's a short. Crankbait though. Just a little bitty old funky looking little guy. Smalley. It's a good sign, man. To me it is anyways. I feel like if we're catching them, that's the fourth fish we've hooked, or the fifth fish we hooked today. And I just feel like that's good on a lake that can be really tough. So I'm happy to already be 5 bites in. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Oh no, it's a stick. Some of the guns felt like it was pulling back. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Come on. I'm still on there. Oh, it came off. No. Oh, the white bass. Damn it. Alright, so we've ran up this river several miles, probably 4 or so, and it just ain't happening. So we're gonna run back down where we started. We've tried to work our way up, get a little something figured out, and all of our bites came pretty much this morning out of that first pocket, you know, where we launched. So it's gonna take us a while to get back down there. It's 12:18, so we've got less than 3 hours to catch 2 more fish to get a limit. So we're gonna have to grind it out, work our way back, and then just start. I'm gonna run all the way down, and then I'm gonna start fishing as soon as I get right in that pocket. And I'm just gonna work my way all the way back towards the ramp. So we'll see what happens. Man, days like this will humble you. That is a fact, but it ain't over yet. We've got 2 hours left. We're almost back down to where I want to be. We're gonna hit this, start right here on this little point. We're gonna work our way all the way back, and we may run on back after we hit some of this stuff at the beginning, some of these points. We caught a few fish out here this morning. We may just run on back into this pocket and see if there's things. I mean, I seen bait back there this morning. Seen bait flickering and going on, and then I did start catching them on that fritz side. So I don't know. It's really the only thing I've got figured out, and every fish I caught pretty much come off of a log or a stump or something. So what a challenge. You know, and I feel like everyone else is struggling too, because I see these boats come up, they're up here, and then they're back down. And then I see another boat come up, and then I see the same boat running back down, or run into this pocket and run to this pocket. It's like they're doing the same thing. They're trying to get things figured out, and they're just ripping and running around, trying to, you know, just run across one like I'm doing basically. If you cover enough water, you're gonna run across a fish or two. He's gonna be short. Dang it. He's gonna be short. Dang. He's gonna be short. 100%. It's like our 6th bass we've caught today, but 3rd short. Yep, 11.5 inches. Bleeding a little bit. Must have got him in the gill, but 11.5. But right off this point, maybe a little bit more. Another one. Oh, that's a keeper. That might not be it. Yeah, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. Not a big keeper, but a keeper. on the crankbait, right off some wood. Just like I thought. 13.5. One more for a limit. I think it's gonna happen back here in this pocket. All right, guys, 2:46. It is almost over. I'm trying to get every little cast in that I can just to try to get that last bite, but I'm afraid it might not happen. I thought I just had something just then, but it must have been a log or a limb. Keep getting hung up. Oh God, there it is. 251. Watch it not be a keeper. Oh, it's not a keeper. I don't know, maybe it'll go 12. No, it's not going to. Damn it. Nope. Damn. 11 inches. Golly, that got me excited. Still a few minutes left though. Alright, that's it. Let's get the hell out of here. Finish with 4. Dang, that sucks. That shucks. Alright guys, really quick, just finished editing this video. It is Thursday morning and it's almost been a week since that tournament. Super tough fishing, and I knew it was going to be that way. I didn't have a game plan. I hadn't been on the lake in almost a year, but I knew we'd catch fish. I just knew it was going to be a problem finding those quality bites, and we just never could do it, and we never could figure it out. Franklin, who fished in the same area I did, was throwing a Ned rig and end up finishing in 2nd place, and he was fishing kind of the same thing I was fishing. I found a lot of my fish on laydowns, but I was cranking. He slowed down a little bit, put that Ned rig in there, got the bigger bites, ended up in 2nd. But as tough as it was, with just 4 fish, we couldn't find a limit, still finished in 5th place, so not too bad. We do have another tournament this coming up Saturday, so just a couple days with 10 cat down on Fort Loudon, so looking forward to that. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was a tough one, but that's just how fishing goes, guys. It can't be good every single trip. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. If you haven't, please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I got to get out here, get to work, so we can have fun this weekend, guys. So see y'all on the next one. Peace.